Hello, hello, hello. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to do a Fallout 4 load order / mod list video here. I haven't updated this patch yet. I will update it, but I didn't look to see what update was needed. It doesn't always say, and I understand because Arthmore is maintaining a lot of updates for all this, so I just, I try to follow, make sure the mod is moved all the way to the top of your load order, so that's where I try to keep it. Anyway, so if I was looking at my load order here now, I have not changed things a lot. A lot of this is going to be the same as you have seen previously, but I'm still fooling around a little bit, so there might be some little tweaks here or there. I'm doing the unofficial patch up top. I'm doing this AWKCR. Oh, and I have a hard time remembering. Let's see, this is ammunition, workbench. It's keywords and stuff, isn't it? Isn't this the keyword? Now, and they say here to put the unofficial Fallout 4 patch above it, which I do, and then they say to put the armor keywords, but I think like this Armor Smith Extended, anyway, I don't want to get into all that. Let's not get distracted. Okay, anyway, so I think I have this in the right place. This is, it gives you the keywords. It's supposed to be a framework for modders to use. Here we go. Creates a standardized framework of keywords for armor and weapons and stuff for modders to use. So it affects our game if we want to be able to use those mods. So I have it here, and you're supposed to have it pretty high up. So I put it here. I have the cheat room here. I have the settlement electricity overhaul. This is to make your electricity wireless and as clean as possible, so you don't have to run a bunch of wires, because I'm lazy. And then this is Simple Green, and Simple Green this is seasons. This is, I think the initial one right here, the default one you'd say, because this is the main mod, is sort of spring. It gives you green trees, but I have down below, I have put in the fall version to override, just to give my trees the fall look, which I like. So this is just simple green, simple green grass, and it's a very small mod. And this one doesn't appear to cause me any issues when you get into bigger mods, bigger texture mods and grass and tree and flowers and all that. It seems to give us a lot of issues. So that's just the way it is. The game just does not handle, this game does not handle a lot of modding very well, not on the Xbox. And I'm running an Xbox One X, and it really just has to do with this game. It doesn't have to do with anything else. The True Storms Wasteland Edition, I have that. The Armor Smith Extended here. And this just, it does 10 different things. Every outfit in the game can be worn under armor, etc., etc. There's a lot that it does, and I like it. It's cool, so I keep it and use it. I imagine most people do. Invisible armors. This is so you can have invisible armors if you do want to just show your clothing and you don't want your armor on top of it to show. Freemaker just allows you to make a lot of vanilla stuff with nothing. You don't have to have any materials or anything. Rich vendors, so you can sell it more easily. Infinite settlement resources. These are just some God mode type things, like water and food for your settlements. No more wetness, because this game has a tendency when it rains for everything to look like it's got a layer of chrome on it. And this is, yeah, it's raining chrome. Yeah, like they say there. It makes everything super shiny. This just removes that. I don't know whose idea that was, but This is my favorite little sci-fi type of moon and sky mod. Display enhancements. This is the Far Harbor for True Storms, and this is the fall colors for the trees in simple red, simple seasons. It's my clean water mod. These are the little add-ons for the cheat room for the DLCs. This is the little happy maker. The happy maker does work for those who've wondered. We even did some testing on it, but it's kind of a goofy little mod. I guess I don't really need it, but I keep it because I was using it for John's settlements, and John has a lot of settlements. This is the curvy CBBE body, and this is the little sort of, I will say, it's not really super skimpy, but it's like, you know, a little sexier clothing version replacer. Then this is the underwear replacer. This is the Fortaleza mods. Fortaleza. This allows you a lot of different options for your girls to outfit them with some different armor and appearances. So you'll see like Jenny's current armor look or outfit comes from this, and I think Piper's as well. Though I have Jackie, who I did not use this for, and that's another story. But this is the Russian Recon Pack. It adds these 2 weapons, which I really like, to the game, but there is a reason I'm doing this rather than just having this pack for those 2 weapons. But we'll talk about that when I get down there. This is the Pip Pad, of course, which I still like, even though I'm not using that same old Halo armor. And even if I wasn't using Halo armor, I just really like the Pip Pad. I think it's cool. This is just a gun I like. This is an outfit. It's kind of it gives you some options. It gives you some sort of some camo options and other things, and I like it. The phaser I like, of course. This is Rachel's outfit. You might recognize that. I haven't done the show on that yet. I will. I have done a show on most of this other stuff. Even the Russian Recon Pack, I think I did a show on. Haven't tried this out yet, but this is supposed to... Oh, wait. Actually, I did test this. This probably needs to go away because the texture is not there. So, this new will add a sexy top standalone, no body, and slippers. The shape is fit to CBB curvy. So, I think what I need to do is put this at the bottom of my load order. I haven't finished testing it because I tested it kind of on the fly while I was doing other things. So I'll try that some more and let you know about that later. This is my usual character stuff, the face texture glitch and the ponytail hairstyles and more hairstyles for guys, and these colors, hair colors I like. Which reminds me, the next time I do a guy, I need to kind of give him a funky hair color for fun. Simple clean face, fiber eyes, immersive mouth and teeth. The Natasha face texture, which I really like ever since I've been using it. Jenny and now Jackie look a lot better. Presets that may be handsome. The Missing Young Explorer preset, which I like. Busty. Female neck tweaks. Glamorous Magnolia. Clean faces of settlers. Loving Kate, Loving Curie, Loving Piper. These are all replacers to just make them look good. For Curie, you really have to go through her whole quest line and get her to be more humanoid before this takes effect. This is Repaired Nick Valentine. Now this is a Myrna replacer, and I think she looks better, but I'll do a show on that. That'll be fine. Beautiful female settlers. This is where my settlers, they tend to look better than the normal settlers. Girly animation. I'm not totally sold. I kind of like girly animation, but sometimes I'm like, Anyway, I've been using it for a while. Clean settlements, which is good. It does actually give you clean settlements. The no build limit for all DLC, as long as you're careful and don't go insane, this does work just fine, but it does take the limit away and it can allow you to basically crash your game. This is amazing follower tweaks, and this is alternate start infinite answer. Now there's another alternate start that I'm using on the toaster's machine, which I actually kind of like better than this one. There's good points and bad points to both. That Start Me Up is a very good one, and I'm using that in my game on the toaster's machine. But for my shows, this alternate start is a little better, and I'll tell you why. It's because for the shows, I really need that crafting room and all that stuff before I come out into the world with my character. Then down here, we have some things where I'm playing around with some visible weapons and holsters and sheaths and those types of things. So, and the one I'm working on, does this say? The one I'm really working on is the Russian. This is why I have the Russian weapons pack up there, because that's what I was really working on, was the Russian weapons, to make sure that they were seeable in the game. And I had this fixed up on Jenny, and I was going to try to show that, but now I'm wondering, do I have everything I need? I will have to check on that again, because like I said, this has been a test and a work in progress, the visible weapons stuff, and that's another reason I've kept it down here at the bottom, so I could play around with it and see. But yeah, I was going to do this Russian pack and do the visible weapons. Let me go back up to that. Here it is, Russian Recon pack, because it's one that you can easily do, and these are two good weapons, honestly. I really even just like the pistol, but the rifle is very good as well, though. Okay, so anything else? That is my whole list right now. That's my whole load order, my whole list. Some of these things I need to do shows on and maybe test out a little bit, but this is just to give you an idea. Now, if you're looking for a load order to really follow, I'm going to say, while this works for me, and I've been doing this for a little while, and the way I have my mods organized works okay for me, I am not as comfortable, even though I've been doing this for a while. I've been modding, playing around with mods in Skyrim quite a bit longer than I have been Fallout 4, and I've never really felt as comfortable with Fallout 4. We don't have as much space. Fallout 4 is very particular. Even when you do things correctly, there are some mods that are just too much. The game cannot handle it. And you'll run into some of those. If you do too many green mods, too many things like that, you'll find that you won't be able to go into downtown Boston at all. I mean, it's just the way it is right now. And from what I can tell, the game just can't handle it. It doesn't matter which version of the Xbox you're running or you have. Even the X that I have does not power its way through all of that. Maybe we'll get one in the future that will, or maybe they'll update Fallout 4 for future Xboxes, but I kind of doubt it. I think the way Bethesda is going right now, they're focusing on new work, and really I want them to. I want them to focus on Starfield and the next Elder Scrolls, and hopefully that'll be good. Anyway, I'm getting off track. That is my load order or mod list, depending on how you want to look at it. This again, my load order idea is basically just to have an idea. Anything below this alternate start you can consider just stuff I'm testing, so it doesn't really count, because it's not in a normal place. It's just I put it down at the bottom so I could test and play around with it. The rest of this I have in my own specific idea. I have my own way of doing things. I looked at, same as with Skyrim, I looked at some other load order guides and things before I just started doing this. And, I kind of took some ideas and went with that. And then some other things, I just kind of did my own thing, kind of winged it. And that's the way I tend to roll. So I can usually figure things out and do things for myself reasonably well. And then sometimes when I run into conflicts that just aren't resolvable because I really like this mod, I don't want to give this mod up for this other mod, and this other mod is not going to work because I have this mod. I just get rid of the mod that doesn't work at that point for me. So, I keep the one I really want the most. You're going to run into that. 2 mods that edit the same things. You're only going to be able to keep one. That happens a lot. And sometimes you get lucky and you find 2 mods that can coexist even though they're kind of messing with the same thing, which is cool when that happens. But nonetheless, so load order wise, you follow whatever guide you want. I really do this just for informational purposes so that you'll be able to see what I'm running and what I'm doing and what I'm doing shows on. Did I ever do a show on True Storms? I meant to. I think. I don't know that I have. Alright, anyway. So, matter of fact, I don't know where I got to in my shows here. I think I did a show on the Simple Seasons, Simple Green, and that's probably where we stopped. Though that, I'll have to review and see where I am actually on that show. But, nonetheless, I don't want to take any more of your time just rambling on. Thank you for watching. Hope you have a wonderful day. Do keep safe out there until we get through all this craziness. Just try to stay safe. I know some states are cracking down and being rougher than others, so regardless of where you are. And then some countries are different. I know I have people. I actually looked, and I actually do have a few people like in the UK and different places that watch, so I don't want to ignore any of y'all. I know that different countries also have different requirements on, some may be coming out of lockdown and then some are going into lockdown. So everybody just stay safe out there, okay? Alright. So again, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later.